What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Don't mind me. I look a hot mess today because, well, I didn't care and I'm off work. I didn't have to go to work today, so I felt like I'm just gonna be lazy today, right? Right, okay. So anyway, this video it might be a two-parter. What the heck is that on my... Anyways, this might be a two-parter because I just kind of want to talk a little bit about some points of boot camp that a lot of people don't talk about in their Navy videos, so I'm going to talk about it. So one thing I'm going to talk about that nobody talks about is the CL's brief. You get one CL's brief, and then you also have a fleet commander's brief. I don't know, I'm just going to say that, I'm not sure, but I'm going to call it this. If y'all hear some noise, it's the guys cutting the grass outside. But anyway, so the CL's brief will happen like somewhere in the beginning of boot camp. It'll probably be, okay, no, I'm gonna back it all the way up to P-Days. So in P-Days, you will have this thing called P-Day lectures, right? And P-Day lectures are nothing but you sitting in your compartment, or, you know, if you're an integrated division, you know, either the females will come to the male compartment or the males will come to the female compartment, and it'll be nothing but the RDCs just talking to you guys pretty much about what to expect from boot camp, like mainly the rules. They'll go over recruit to recruit contact, what can be considered as recruit to recruit contact. They might tell you some stories. The RDCs that we had, they told us stories. They were actually really funny, and you know, it kind of took the edge off too, but either way. So yeah, you go through P-Day lectures. P-Day lectures just pretty much tells you about boot camp. They tell you about boot camp, what to expect, things like that, and that's pretty much all it is for that. And then your next, the next thing will probably be your CL's brief. And your CL's brief will happen like a little bit later, not that much later, but it'll be like in the beginning of your training. So probably like during your week 1, I want to say, like during your week 1 or something like that, you'll have a CL's brief, and that's when you'll meet the commanding officer of RTC, and it'll be your division and all the other divisions in your training group, I'm assuming, and they pretty much just talk about, he just, Lord, I can't talk. The CL pretty much just talks about what he expects of you from boot camp, and you also watch this video about the Navy, and honestly it's like an extended version of the Navy commercials that you see on TV. It's literally just the extended version of that, like that's all it is. And then the CL will come out and he'll talk to you, and he will tell you about things that he see recruits come to captain's mast for, and he just talks to you pretty much. And that's pretty much it. I don't really think you can ask questions, or I don't believe we ask questions, I'm not sure. But you just pretty much just sit there and you listen to the CO, and then after that you go back to wherever your division is gonna go next. So then the next thing will kind of be like towards the end of your boot camp. Be towards the end of boot camp, and that will be another brief with, I'm just gonna say the fleet commander, but I'm not really sure, but I'm pretty sure it's the fleet commander. You have another brief with the fleet commander, and he is just gonna come in, or she will just come in and just talk about how's boot camp been going so far, has anything happened, blah 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 blah, things of that nature. That's pretty much it too. Like, that's pretty much all that happens, the key points. But another thing that I really wanted to stress to you guys, for those of you who are thinking about going into the Navy, or if you already have your date and you're ready to ship out, or you're getting ready to ship out rather, honestly, I'm gonna tell you something that was told to me when I was in the CL's brief, and that was the quickest way to get out of boot camp is to just graduate. And that is so true. The quickest way to get out of boot camp is to just graduate. A lot of people come in with this mentality of, if I don't like it, I'm gonna pull the depression card and say I'm depressed, and then they're gonna send me home. well, there's more to it than just saying I'm depressed and getting sent home. Like, you can tell them that you're depressed and you feel like you're losing your mind, you're gonna kill somebody, you're gonna kill yourself, whatever you gotta say to like convince them that you are depressed or whatever. But you have, what they're gonna do is, if you're with your division, they're just gonna take you from your division and they're gonna put you in the SEPs, and then you have to go through medical. You can't just go home. You have to go through medical. Medical has to say, yes, this person is depressed and they need to be sent home. And it's not just an overnight thing. Like, you have to make an appointment and then you got to go to your appointments, and your medical, those types of appointments are not that, they're not short either, they're kind of long. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure you have like multiple appointments that you have to go to just for them to make sure or verify or whatever. And then after that, then you have to go talk to legal, because technically you're breaching your contract, because you signed your name on a dotted line saying that you are pledging over however many years your contract is, and now you're breaking this contract. So then you have to go to legal and you gotta do your legal stuff, and then then from there you will be sent home. But you gotta wait for travel, and then travel will book your ticket in for you to get home, and that's pretty much that. But it is not just an overnight thing. Like, there was a girl in my division, she ended up getting asthma to fit because she couldn't pass her swim, or her prone. She couldn't pass the prone part of swim, so she got asthma to fit. And I'm not sure if this is 100% correct, but I heard through somebody who was in fit with her that she told them that she was depressed, and they put her in separation. So she will not be a sailor. She is going to go home, or she's already at home. It's been so long, she's probably at home now. And then there was another person who got separated for failing the test. There was another guy in our division who got separated for failing his drug test, and then there was another female who got separated for an allergy. Now, the guy who failed his drug test, he did not go home until like, I want to say a week or two before we graduated. And I graduated February 10th, and he got separated in like December, like probably like a few weeks after we took our drug test. So, and then the girl who got separated for her allergies, well, she's still there, and she shipped in December 14th, and she's still there. And there was another guy, he went home too, I forgot. And then the girl who went home for test failures too many times, she I don't even know what happened to her, to be honest. But so I'm gonna jump on the test real quick. After you do your test, after every test that you take, you will have this little survey. In the survey, they'll just pretty much ask like, how is RTC treating you? Well, how is the staff at RTC treating you? Is there anything that you want to tell us that's going on? Blah 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 blah, things like that. Did they tell you to tell them? But they also tell you this is not the time to be a tattletale. This is not the time to say, well, seaman recruit Timmy did not clean the head. Seaman recruit Timmy hit me in the face. Well, they might care about that. It's stuff like that they don't really care about, like the petty drama. They want to know like if a RDC is being inappropriate, because that actually happened while I was at RTC. A RDC got fired and separated for inappropriateness, and I'm gonna leave that there. But yeah, that's pretty much what you have to do a survey, and that's pretty much what they want to know at the end of your test. And yeah, I kind of rambled a little bit, but those are pretty much key points that I wanted you guys to know going into boot camp. If you guys want me to clarify anything that I said in specific, let me know what it was and what you want me to clarify on, and depending on what it is, I'll either make a video or I'll just reply back to you in the comments. But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for everybody who subscribed. Thank you for everybody who have their notifications on, because I found out people have their notifications on. You guys are awesome. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm here to answer any Navy Bootcamp questions. See you guys in the next video.